Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Pound Zero from a slightly different location in my house. This week we've got a quick catch up on my weight loss journey. I have a recipe of the week to share with you, as well as another little bit of a motivational activity that you may want to consider participating in at some point in the not too distant future, being Miss Money. And of course I've got the highlights reel from that as well, as I did complete it and have plenty of bruises to prove it. Let's get started. So just to recap, at the beginning of the year when I started this weight loss journey, I came in at 120 kilos, or that's 264.5 pounds. Last week I weighed in at 114.4 kilos, or 252 pounds. And today I weighed in at a not so distant 114.1 kilos, or 251.7 pounds. That is a loss this week of ultimately 300 grams, which doesn't seem like a great deal. It's still a loss, so I'm not going to complain. What can I say? Ultimately, I did get down to the low 113 kilo range during the week, as I do weigh myself daily, same time, same routine, every morning. But my husband and I did have our wedding anniversary last night, last night. It was the day, yesterday. And well, we went out for dinner and I was very well behaved for the dinner with a salmon salad. I did end up with a very decadent dessert, which was absolutely fantastic. Although Shane said it didn't have enough bacon, and those of you who know Shane know that would not be a surprise at all. That said, I don't think I did expect the weight fluctuation. I expected a fluctuation. I did expect to go up as a result of the dessert, but I didn't expect it to be quite as extreme as it was. But that's fine. I mean, we've got to treat ourselves. Life is short, and while I'm going on this journey, I'm not going to go without for the sake of a couple of kilos. So I'll get there eventually. Just back on the wagon this week. Be super cautious with my diet this week, and of course try to go a little bit harder at the gym, I guess. Not that I have massive gym output at the moment, so just a little bit more would probably be good. But speaking of food, the recipe of the week this week that I'm going to share with you comes from the Michelle Bridges 12-Week Body Transformation webpage. It's one of my favorites to smack together. It is fairly quick and easy, although it's a little bit fiddly, so be prepared to get your hands dirty making it, not actually dirty, because that would be gross. It's the spinach and ricotta cannelloni. It comes in at 331 calories per serve, which is perfect for anyone on a 1200 calorie diet plan. I can also recommend, if you're looking for a decent diet plan that's going to come with all the advice you could possibly want, as well as exercises, this particular diet plan is kind of good. Like it gives you the option for going budget and without a gym membership, or a little bit more expensive if you prefer brands, or have a gym membership already. It's great. So check out the webpage while you're there. Otherwise, the link is in the description below, as per usual. It's a fairly filling meal. The cheeses give it that saltiness to kind of cover the cravings that you may have, and like anything spinach and ricotta, It's just amazing. This is just low fat and well and truly in the diet space. It's amazing. I make this regularly. Usually I just have in the freezer, as I said. I'm not sure what else I could say about it as a meal. I wouldn't change it up terribly much. The recipe itself does come with a bit of a side salad, but it's very garden salady as opposed to like a big full-blown Greek salad. So very much lettuce leaves and a bit of balsamic vinegar, but you know, I'm not going to complain about those. And when the balsamic vinegar floats into the cannelloni, it adds to the flavour. So I can highly recommend, link in the description below, and check out the 12WBT website while you're there. If you're looking for a motivational event to help you get out of the house and exercise and aren't afraid of spending a little bit of coin to do so, and of course also being strictly in the female genre, there is Miss Muddy. I competed or participated in Miss Muddy yesterday, as you may have seen from one of the previous videos, and had an absolute blast doing so. Miss Muddy is an awesome 5K all-female fun run. Full of colour, foam, inflatable obstacles, music, and of course, plenty of mud. Designed to suit all fitness levels. And of course, participants need to be over the ages of 13. If something did seem a little bit too tough to accomplish, you could actually just walk around it and keep going on the course. Miss Muddy is untimed and is a non-competitive event with a complete focus on being fun and inclusive rather than being tough and intimidating like some of the other obstacle courses around Australia can be. Now Miss Muddy is proud to have a national partnership with the McGrath Foundation. Profits from each event ticket go towards placing breast care nurses in areas of need across Australia. But in addition to that, the funds raised through the car parking, the bag drop, volunteering and festival activations actually go to 3 local charities where the event is being held, which is great. Now, of course, if you're running events like this and you do it for what you get at the end, every participant gets a water bottle, because you can never have too many of these. And of course, bling. If you're only running for bling, then there is bling. There is Miss Muddy bling with the obligatory pink camo lanyard. Isn't it stylish? Oh, wear it everywhere. Wear it to work as a necklace. Why not? Highly recommend Miss Muddy. If it is an obstacle course, so be prepared. It can be a little bit tough, a little bit challenging in some areas. You just need to use your judgment. Of course, there is first aid all the way through, especially for those people who may be a little clumsier than others. But to be honest, it's a well set up event. Well, I'm sure there are injuries. They're not great in number from what I could tell from the first aid tent. It's usually just the minor accident or, you know, somebody. This year was a little lighter on in terms of participants, I think, from previous years that I have attended. This may have been a result of it clashing with another festival going on in Canberra at the time, or perhaps it was an issue with the change in venue, as they had contract negotiation issues earlier in the year. But honestly, where they ended up, I think it was perfect, to be honest, aside from the fact that there was nowhere to actually wash off afterwards, although you do have to pay for a hot shower if you would prefer. Aside from that, it was a great event. I have a link in the description below, and of course, a highlights reel from yesterday. That's it from me for another week. If you're new here and like what you've seen, please subscribe for more videos, as I'm doing them more regularly now, it seems. Of course, also follow me on Twitter for daily updates on tips, tricks, motivational tweets, recipes, anything I find useful on my journey, I throw up there. And of course, all the links to everything that I've described in this video are in the description below, as per usual. And I'm signing off for another week. So, of course, be healthy and be good to each other. Thanks, bye.